Okay, listen. This is what I'm gonna do. Double res. That's what I was gonna do. And now I'm gonna support my team. Like a little bitch. Now I'm gonna res this person. And be super fast! Did you see that? That was so fast. Gee. Okay, so listen up, fuckers. Mercy has got some serious new gear. We have the res that is now E and not the ultimate ability anymore, and you have it every 30 seconds, and you can only res one person, so there is no huge 5-man reses anymore for play of the game for free. The area where you can res someone is very tiny. It's actually only 5 meters, which is nothing. So you basically have to stand on their dead bodies to res them, or else it's just not gonna work, which is kind of ridiculous because you're not invincible anymore, which makes sense because, you know, an invincible mercy every 30 seconds, that's kind of a little overpowered. But yeah, you're not invincible anymore, so if you're going in there to res someone, you might get fucked up big time, so be careful. Her ultimate is now called Valkyrie, and when you press Q, you instantly get launched in the fucking air and fly freely because that's, you know, it's normal. There's just mercy things, you know, hashtag just mercy things. It's 20 seconds long, which is crazy long. Like, seriously, it's really long. Sometimes you're like, hey, my ultimate is over, right? And then you look at your little indication in the bottom and it's like still 10 seconds and you're like, holy shit, I already killed the entire enemy team. What am I supposed to do now? And then you just fly around a little bit. It's great times, great times. Anyway, so what happens when you're ulting is not only do you fly freely, but your damage boost beam and heal beam are AOI, which means it's reaching several people at once in a certain area. So you can basically have several heal beams or damage boost beams, which is pretty crazy. But the more important and more interesting part is your pistol has infinite ammo and a higher fire rate, which is a lot of fun, trust me. Your Guardian Angel is much faster, and that's in general. You're just generally fast as fuck mercy. And also, when you ult, your E ability, so your little one-man res, gets instantly reset, so you can instantly res one more, and the cooldown is not 30 seconds anymore, but it's 10 seconds, so if you time it correctly and your teammates die just in the right amount of time, you can basically res one, ult, res another one instantly, res another one after 10 seconds, and then even res another one. So basically you can still get a 4-man over time if you do everything correctly and your teammates, you know, and a little bit of luck is working along. What else? Yeah, your regeneration of health is not interrupted anymore when you're taking damage, which is also just, you know, for the ultimate. What I personally have to say about the Mercy changes is, first of all, I love them, and what I experienced is you're just generally much faster. You have to be much more in the action because everything is so close. Your radius of resing is so tiny, and, you know, it's not really a huge point of hiding anymore because you can't just res your team anymore. So just be there for them, you know. Another thing is, even though Mercy is much more in the action now and has to be much more in the action to be effective, you're not really, you know, you're not really more, well, you're not really less killable. Let's put it that way. You're still very killable because you don't have a huge amount of health. And when you're flying around, even though you're faster, it's still kind of dangerous. So yeah, be a little careful, but be where your team is. Try to, like, be dodgy and be behind walls. And if you have to cross a road or something, just use your Guardian, which is fast as fuck now. So, but don't just walk in there to res one person when there's like 5 enemies surrounding you, because chances are you're not gonna get out anymore, and that's kind of shitty for the team. So if there's someone that you want to res, which is just not worth it. Just don't do it. But if there is a tank and he's kind of surrounded by people, maybe do it anyways, because you're gonna get your res in 30 seconds after. Which is, by the way, a really cool thing, because when you're starting a push and you're losing one teammate because one idiot is just not with the group and decides to fucking go in there, then you can, just solo him. Or let's say you're pushing and all of a sudden one person of your team, for example, like a Reinhardt, gets killed off, which is kind of important because he's the shield of the team, and maybe he even has ultimate. Just res that guy. Or you're sneaking past someone with a guy and he gets killed. Just res the guy. I don't know, just res whoever you want to res. Just res all the time. It's a good time. It's reses all over the place. And also Mercy has new voice lines and I don't know what they mean. Wait, let me actually Google it. I think she has like a new voice line that says like Holtzman. I don't know. I'm just gonna Google it. New Mercy voice lines. Blah blah. They're not telling me. This is the old shit, dude. This is outdated. The developer comment to those changes is, while resurrecting downed allies is a core part of Mercy's gameplay, the way her ultimate functioned was causing a number of problems. It was frustrating to play against, and it Mercy's it forced basically Mercy players to hide away from important battles instead of taking part in them. That's very true and very frustrating. This version turns Resurrect into a single target ability. It's still an important part of Mercy's kit, but plays much better for both Mercy players and her enemies. Valkyrie, her new ultimate, is fucking overpowered and you love it! No, okay. It gives her the opportunity for big game-making plays and opens a number of new options for her. Yeah, I love it. Thanks, Jeff. How did I... Oh my god, I love it! Oh god, no. I got hurt. Please, Mercy, res me. Is she gonna res me? That'd be awesome. Oh my god, I love her. I love the Mercy changes.